Welcome back if you watched my last video, but if you're new, consider checking out my other video, Shuriken vs. Smog Battle Analysis. And of course, if you like the content, just consider subscribing. Now, this time around, we're looking at two of the most bizarre and powerful incarnations of Godzilla. Godzilla Earth, the biggest and most destructive Godzilla, and Shin Godzilla, the incredibly strange, evolving Godzilla. These two both have attributes that make them incredibly hard to defeat. But the traits we will look over today are the following: overall intelligence and experience, as well as ranged weapons, defense, and armor. And finally, we will do another surprise round as well. If we look at these two Godzillas' mental capabilities, we realize this is not a fair fight at all. Godzilla Earth is terrifyingly intelligent. He planned the destruction of Gorath 5 years in advance. By the way, Gorath was a massive asteroid, comparable in size to the moon. Godzilla also predicted almost everything that was thrown at him. In terms of experience, he has fought this thing, Void Ghidorah, basically something no one stands a chance against. Void Ghidorah literally bends space-time, has no physical body to fight, controls gravity, devours planets, solves complex mathematical equations, among many other more important skills. But Earth Godzilla somehow beat this. Shin Godzilla, on the other hand, has only fought humans and eventually was outsmarted. He did not show any cognitive ability whatsoever. Rather, he just used atomic attacks to destroy everything he saw. Godzilla Earth is an estimated 20,000 years old, while Shin, on the other hand, is around, bear with me here, 250 million years old. However, none of this matters, as for most of this time, Shin Godzilla was a mutated marine animal that really had no cognitive ability other than to eat and survive. Godzilla Earth definitely has a huge advantage in intelligence and experience. Now, for ranged weapons. Shin Godzilla is very strong in this sense. He slices through miles of steel, and he can emit his atomic beams of energy from pretty much any part of his body. But again, he is outmatched. Godzilla Earth is huge, at 300 meters tall. He can swing his tail at around Mach 3 to 4 and produce a massive plasma cutter. His atomic breath can also destroy almost anything it hits. He can pretty much demolish anything he wants to with it. Godzilla Earth takes the edge in ranged weaponry. Godzilla Earth, for the category of armor, is taking the edge. He has an impenetrable shield that blocks any forms of ranged attacks. His tissue, if that shield is penetrated, is metallic, and his skin is heavily armored, very hard to puncture. He can also regenerate, meaning killing him is nigh on impossible. Shin Godzilla has an impressively thick hide, however. It withstands bombs and heavy rounds from even tanks. But a bunker buster, however, heavily damaged his back, and surely anything Godzilla Earth has in store for Shin is more powerful than a bunker buster. Some attributes we left out of this fight were bite effectiveness, mobility, and the fact that Shin Godzilla can only use his atomic breath for so long before it shuts down and he goes dormant. This is because this fight will not end in any close-range engagement. Furthermore, neither Godzilla is very mobile at all, as they both have compact, heavy builds that do not allow for speed, and tiring out is surely the least of Shin's worries, as this fight will likely be short. How will this fight likely go? Shin Godzilla, feeling threatened, would probably launch his atomic breath and awaken the sleeping Earth Godzilla. Earth Godzilla would activate his shield and block any further atomic breath from hitting him. He would observe his much smaller enemy and deem it fragile enough to finish off with a single plasma cutter attack. This would cut through Shin, leaving him dead, a mangled corpse. Earth Godzilla, after dealing with the nuisance, would go back to his dormant state. But this is Shin Godzilla. Not only will he regenerate, but he will come back with full immunity to what defeated him before. This time around, we can expect him to have developed a more mobile build and a shield of his own. After a while, Earth Godzilla would be awakened again, this time by a more powerful atomic breath. Shin Godzilla can evolve, and this power means he will be more suited for his enemy each time. Like how in the movie, we see has begun to split into more humanoid Godzillas to wage war on humanity. This time, Shin would act faster, using his atomic breath to create a cloud of smoke, dust, and rocks. Earth Godzilla would power up his charged particle beam and blast Shin. Shin's shield would block this, although the element of his limited power now shows. Within seconds, blocking the highly powerful particle beam would devour all of Shin and Godzilla's energy, and he would again be destroyed. He would evolve again, this time without energy limitations to the same extent. He would also develop an even stronger beam, strong enough to go straight through Godzilla Earth's shield. Shin Godzilla would also be smarter and therefore more cautious. This form would be larger, and with any luck for Shin, a match for Godzilla Earth, he would use EMP to weaken Godzilla Earth's attacks, bringing him down closer to his level. Even here, Godzilla Earth can adapt as well. He would develop an immunity to Shin's EMP, and it would no longer weaken him. This fight would be longer, and Godzilla Earth would certainly be injured this time, but his greater power would win the third round as well. And as we know, Godzilla Earth has adapted to absorb the power of his enemies before, so we can see him winning the fourth and maybe even the fifth round as well. Overall, Godzilla Earth wins against Shin Godzilla, hands down. Thank you for watching.